Welcome Aries, it's October 2020, Dadhichi here with your month in focus, and it's getting near to the year's end. This month some pretty important developments for you. I'm going to animate the chart here just so you can see the important full moon transit on the 2nd straight away, and that's in your sun sign, so that's very, very important, relating to your 4th house of domesticity, family and self. This is all about your feelings, and there on the 3rd you can see the strong connection there and the hard right angle to those planets in the 10th house, which brings me to these two important transits for you. The first one is the recent shift of Saturn, your career planet, out of that retrograde motion into its stationary then forward motion. We've been waiting for that for some time. It actually went retrograde in May earlier this year. Therefore, all of this career stuff would be in focus, just sliding backwards, sideways, and now moving forward. But here's the strange thing about it, is that your ruling planet now has moved into the retrograde motion. And so therefore, even though your career activities seem to be getting the green light, you may be having some apprehension in terms of your decision. That intensifies also as the sun over here in your 7th house of relationships moves into the opposition of Mars. And here we see around October 9 the movement of the dark moon into this 4th house of family. It's making good connections here to Mercury in your 8th house of shared resources. So family stuff, feelings that are submerged, get a little bit dark here around the 10th. When the moon moves into this opposition of Saturn. Look also at Pluto going forward. You now have these 3 planets that have really been not just the cause of your own personal issues in work going forward, but these are actually the problem planets that have been largely responsible for the issues worldwide right now. The lockdown and the disease and the surrendering, I guess, in a way, of our liberties. Service, work, health issues on the 14th are shown by this placement of the moon transiting through the 6th house of your horoscope with the debilitated Venus in weak position. This has a lot to do with your partnerships, both romantic and in terms of relationship, that can come to a head as we see here as the moon moves into its new moon phase. That shows us very, very importantly that a new chapter is starting there for you. It may have to do with giving more of your time to the one you love. There it is there on the 17th, a new moon in your 7th house, moving straight away into that 8th house of intimacy, shared resources, and the conjunction there with Mercury, as you can see, the planet of communication, there in that important 8th house. A lot of talking will be going on, and this is a new phase. This 8th house has to do with your shared money, the money your partner may be earning. There could be some important decisions that you have to make regarding how you earn money, how you divvy up the bills, etc., etc. There's the karmic contact on the 20, what have I got? I need my glasses on, 21st there with the South Node in the 9th house, which is the planet relating to karma, higher ideals and spirituality. So there's some deep thinking there in terms of your own direction, what it is you want to aspire to, and that's followed up by the moon, a brightening moon there, conjoining Jupiter, which is nice. It's a nice combination there for you. They're in your career sector on the 23rd. And then there's that connection as well with Pluto and Saturn in those nice aspects to Venus. So a lot of work, a lot of business orientation up until the 23rd. Around the 24th, Aries, you see the moon moving out of that career sector into the zone of social activities, making nice contact with the North Node. Again, putting you in step with culture and social groups. There as well on the 26th, 27th, there's a lower key point we see each month when the moon makes its way into your 12th house, and with the idealistic and again spiritual planet. So what was begun there around the 18th, 19th, 20th, moving through the 9th house, is reasserted there around the 27th and 28th. You'll see also that the month sort of finishes up on the same sort of note with the moon and Mars. That's a very volatile combination for you. This time it's not a full moon, but we do see the influence of Mars on the moon there. So you've got to be careful there in terms of your communication. Just at that time as well, we see Venus finally moving out of this debilitation point into the 7th house of relationships. And that's a really nice note to finish the month on. We've got more there for you at astrology.com.au, my site. If you want to look at the monthly forecast, we've got a weekly forecast now that I've been doing every week. Quite a bit of information there to help you contextualize what's going on here in your monthly forecast. Look forward to seeing you there. Drop me a note if you want to say hi or have a specific question relating to astrology, or why not book yourself in for a full-on reading with me if you can handle it. Till next month, take care. I'll see you here again. Bye-bye.